Hi Leute und willkommen zurück zu GreedFall. Wir machen weiter mit Petrus seiner Sidequest-Reihe und der wollte uns ja helfen, eigentlich unsere richtige Familie zu finden, wenn es da noch jemanden gibt. Warum ziehst du die Waffe? Hä? Ich will doch nur mit... Hallo? Ich will mit ihm reden.
I'm happy you came to find me. Allow me to apologize once again. I should have spoken to you sooner, told you what I knew, and not betrayed your trust.
Indeed, you should have.
As I said, I'd like to make up for it and help you find your family again.
How do you intend to do that?
As you now know, I knew your mother. We had trouble communicating at first, of course, but we gradually learned to understand one another. She was important in her village. Based on what I know today, I think she was a Donegad. She told me her name, Arelwin, and told me about her family. She even gave me a pendant for you. You were only a child, so I gave it to Mrs. de Sade for safekeeping.
She gave me a necklace when I went to say goodbye to her. She said it was a family heirloom. Did my mother tell you the name of her village?
No. But I'm sure the Nords can help us. They were the ones who took your mother to the continent.
It was such a long time ago. How can I find out if they remember?
The Nords record everything down to the gentlest breeze. They must have written something in a logbook somewhere. So, do you want to try and find out where you come from? Do you want to find your relatives?
Yes. All this is so new to me. But I suppose so, yes.
Let's go then.
Okay. Andere Reihenfolge. Sierra kommt mit. Runter. Ach nee, wir müssen. Irgendwann schaffe ich das nochmal. Beim ersten Mal und richtig zu gehen. Irgendwann. Ja. Oh, danke.
De Sade, what can I do for you?
I have come to talk to you about a personal matter.
After what I revealed to you, I was sure you would come back to find me. What would you like to know?
You told me that I was born on one of your ships, from a native captured on the island.
We'd like to know about this woman's origins.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I did not take part in those expeditions, and our old archives are far from here.
Is there no one on Tier-Fredi who can help us? Please.
Very well. I do know an old captain who could perhaps help you out.
Where can he be found?
His ship is moored in the port of Hikmet, if I'm not mistaken. His name is Captain Lissandro.
Thank you for your help, Admiral.
De Sade?
Yes, Admiral?
Don't get too caught up in the past. That one in particular. Nothing good will come of it.
Whether or not we choose to get caught up in it, Admiral, the past always catches up with us. Sadly, I'm paying the price of this.
Okay, andere Stadt. Sag mal, bin ich...
Just thank the enlightened that a captain who took part in these expeditions is right here on the island.
It is indeed a stroke of luck. I hope he remembers my mother.
Do not worry. If his memory fails him, he may have kept his diary from that time.
Warte. Können wir nicht einfach sie fragen, ob sie... Bleib hier stehen.
Karanz, do you need something?
I must leave you. See you later.
Wir hätten sie doch einfach fragen können, ob sie... das Zeichen auf dem Medaillon kennt oder nicht.
Hello there. My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
I am Captain Lissandro. Pleased to meet you. I don't believe I've had the pleasure before. Yet your face seems familiar. How odd. Well, what can I do for you?
Admiral Cabral advised me to speak to you about a matter of some concern to me.
The Admiral? Coming from a legate, I should have expected that. So?
You're the only one on this island that can help me.
Really? Oh, I think I understand. That's why your face looked familiar. The congregation is good at keeping its secrets, isn't it? This story is not a new one.
25 years. 25 years since the Nauts brought a woman who was captured on this island to Serene.
I remember, and yet it wasn't the first time. But on that occasion, a child was born.
So you can understand why we'd like to learn where this captive came from.
Yes, yes. I have seen more than a few Nauts looking for their parents. But what have you got to do with all this?
I met that woman in Serene. I got to know her well.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to help you, but my memory is no longer what it was. I wasn't the captain at the time. I wasn't the one who decided where we moored the ship. So I don't see how I can help you find out where this woman came from.
Do you need a little gold to jog your memory?
You're quite the merchant, aren't you? But since you're asking so nicely, I do actually need a new sail.
Here's your gold, Captain.
Perfect. My old boat thanks you. Very well. I need to look in my old logbooks. I'm sure I'll find something. Wait for me here. I'll be an hour at the most. Here it is. I found my old logbook. There's a passage in it that would probably interest you. Your mother came from a village on the plains in the southeast of the island. I'm talking about a place where the bones of the whale are visible from the coast. I believe the natives call it Vignamri.
Thank you for this information, Captain.
It's nothing. I'm getting sentimental in my old age. Good luck to you.
So here you are on the verge of discovering your mother's village. Of finding your own people. How do you feel?
I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I suppose. All of this is so new to me.
I understand. Mrs. Desade was loving. She raised you with tenderness. And today you learn she is not your real mother. I'm sorry.
Ist das jetzt eigentlich immer noch seine Sidequest, weil wir die von ihm haben, mit ihm machen? Oder ist das eigentlich eine Sidequest von uns? Aber da waren wir doch auch schon, oder nicht? Genau, das ist der die anderen verraten hat, damit die getötet werden können, damit die Händler nicht mehr angreifen können. RIP. Hoffentlich sind wir nicht mit dem verwandt.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vignamri? Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Could you tell me more about that?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago. But I remember the village Denegad. Kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue. But it was all in vain. Most of them died, including the one she loved. It was a dark day, in which our village lost its knowledge and strength in one blow.
So my father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
Yes, Slan, your mother's sister. She then became our Donegad. She was never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Relwyn was a renowned healer across all of Teofradi. Taking her place was not an easy task.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me. But others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
Okay, suchen wir unsere Tante.
What do you think of the chief of your village?
He seems quite friendly, compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And do you think that's a bad thing?
He
Ja.
reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others. There's no one here. Let's go and ask the inhabitants of the village if they know where to find her.
The islanders protect their Donegad. I don't know if they'll speak to some Renaigse.
Don't forget, you are one of them after all.
Genau, können wir uns umziehen. Hatte ich noch eins mit? Ja, easy. Besser.
Hello.
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes. I am looking for the village Donegad.
Oh. And what do you want from her?
Ulan told me that she could help me to find someone.
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. There's no love lost between Ulan and the Donegad. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan saved our village. Anyway, if you want to find her, try heading towards the western plains. I am not sure if she is there right now, but she likes going for walks there.
I am extremely grateful.
Hau hin. Da.
There's a woman over there, surrounded by animals. May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Be careful! Your armor is falling apart! How do you feel, madam?
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually these animals accept me. Something must have frightened them.
We are glad we arrived at the right time. We would have been very upset if something had happened to you.
Excuse me, but are you Slan, the Donegad of Vignamri?
Yes, that's me. Were you looking for me?
Yes, we were. If you would allow us, we'd like to accompany you and tell our story along the way.
Very well. I will walk by your side.
This is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe it. Yet, if I think about it, your face reminds me of hers.
My mother, or better, the woman who raised me, gave me this necklace.
A Relwyn gave it to me, to give to her child, and I passed it on to Mrs. de Sade.
It looks familiar. Your father had given it to your mother when they bound. It's good that you are wearing it today. My poor beloved Relwyn, who died far away from us all, and divorced Tirce. I still miss her so much.
She wanted me to help her die. But I was unable to do such a thing. Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to Ptolemy, and I would have lost everything. So I watched her suffer. And one day she died.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you for letting her live.
No, you don't understand. I loved her. I loved her, and I didn't even have the strength to end her suffering. She's the only woman I've ever loved.
I never would have guessed.
Everyone loved Relwyn. She was marvelous. You cannot blame yourself, man of the light. What's more, you brought me her child. For that alone, she would forgive you if she were among us. All is well now. The child of Tia Fradi has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Duktram. Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me? Despite everything you know about me?
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative and you lied to everyone, including yourself. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family and my origins. And for that, I thank you.
My child. What you're saying touches me more than you can imagine. At least I've done something good, for once in my deceitful life. For you, and for her. I hope the Enlightened will remember this when I stand before him.
So. Und es hat nicht fürs Level abgereicht. Okay, unsere Tante will nichts mit uns zu tun haben, dann gehen wir wieder. Okay. Was hat das jetzt... Hat das irgendwie jetzt noch mehr gebracht? Ich glaube nicht, ne? Nö, nicht wirklich irgendwie. Okay, dann können wir noch mal passiert da noch? Ich weiß es nicht. Wir hatten ja nochmal irgendwas Storymäßiges mit Vasco bekommen.
Glad to see you, my friend. I intend to prove to the Admiral that I fully identify as a Naut once more. Without regrets, I will have to go through a test of loyalty. It will certainly be dangerous, but with your help, I am convinced that I will succeed. So, shall we go and see her?
With pleasure. Let's see what adventure she has in store for us.
Brauchen wir Charisma jetzt? Ich glaube nicht, ne?
Desarde, what can I do for you? Captain Vasco, I'm glad to see you again. Did you profit from your time on land?
I did, Admiral. That's why I've come to see you.
You want me to entrust you with a loyalty mission?
Indeed.
Very well. A short time ago, we lost one of our ships near the island. The reputation of the Norts suffered from it.
I have heard about it. An incomprehensible sinking which fueled numerous rumors.
We cannot let the land dwellers think we are losing the sea. So I need someone to investigate and restore our reputation.
At your orders, Admiral, and with pleasure.
The shipwreck is stranded on the shore, southwest of the island, not far from Xavier.
Thank you, Admiral.
I'm counting on you, Captain Vasco.
Weil sie selbst zu faul da zu essen. Los, lade das Level. Danke. Da hinten hin. Habe ich eigentlich die... Habe ich hier hinten eigentlich diese Banditen irgendwann mal gemacht? Die hatten immer so einen Totenkopf-Ausrufezeichen über der ganzen Bande. Habe ich die jemals besiegt? Ich glaube nicht. Die...
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Close to his side.
Come on and fight, you bunch of cowards!
Okay, jetzt reicht's mir. Level up, yay. Das waren die aber nicht. Nee, die waren weiter da oben drauf. Würde ich sagen.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Genau, die hier. Ach, die haben echt keine Töpfe mehr.
Taste my saber.
Be careful!
I'm wounded. I need help.
Come on, let's see what you got.
Let's see if you can ward off this feint. I need healing.
Come and taste my saber.
Found the down. Heal yourself quickly.
Be careful! You're wounded! I need healing!
Steht jetzt, warum ich die noch nie vorher gemacht habe? Sie es noch nicht geschafft habe? Ich würde die so gern machen. Moment, wie kommen wir überhaupt da hinten hin? Das war das unten mit diesen Biesternestern, ne? Ja. Genau. Da war so ein Biestnest, was wir für die eine Quest machen mussten, damit der Heiler mitkommt, der jetzt inzwischen tot ist. Die alle Mädchen da rumzaubern, ey. Ich hab was zu tun. Tschüss. Ja, seid ihr da mal raus jetzt aus dem Arrow-Radius? Danke. Warum müssen wir eine Höhle? Ich denke, wir sollten... Hä? Wir sollten ein Schiff suchen. Warum sollen wir eine Höhle? Warum geht es hier hinten noch weiter? Ah. Hier gibt es Pünktchen. Pünktchen. Das ist das Schiff. Ah, wir müssen wahrscheinlich durch die Höhle gehen, damit wir zum Schiff kommen. Ich dachte jetzt irgendwie, die Höhle bringt uns dann nochmal auf eine andere Map oder so. Warum nicht das Stuff in der Höhle?
Look, there it is.
I have never seen a boat on its side like this. It looks like the corpse of a Mormon.
The corpses are chained up. These beasts were captive. Could they have died during the sinking?
I don't think so. They don't seem to have drowned. Something bigger slaughtered them with no effort at all.
Ich hab's gesehen. Hi.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Warum ging das Block jetzt nicht? Das geht.
I'm wounded. I need help. Close to is Sarichnestiri. Close to is Sarichnestiri.
Let's see if you can ward off this feint. Let's see if you can ward off this feint.
Okay. Das bist du schon nicht vorbei.
Let's see if you can ward off this feint. Let's see if you can ward off this feint.
Okay, wir haben nochmal so ein Kristall zum Skillpunkte zurücksetzen bekommen. Sind wir fertig? Nö. Heißt, wir suchen noch was.
It looks like an enormous cage. But look.
It's been broken. Is this ringing any bells for anyone else?
Ich hoffe, wir müssen das Viech jetzt nicht nochmal töten, dass es respawnt oder so.
The hole was torn apart. And given the way that the wood is broken, it came from the inside. Damn it. What happened here?
There are scratch marks almost everywhere on the wood, but they do not look like the marks a reef would make.
This ship was apparently carrying creatures from the island. The largest one managed to escape and made a hole in the hull as it tried to run away. Just like in Serene. The sailors did not stand a chance.
The Admiral will not be satisfied with our deductions. She will want concrete proof. Let's keep searching.
Müsste eigentlich automatisch abgeschlossen sein, jetzt wenn ich das Viech schon totgeschlagen habe.
All the clues seem to corroborate the captain's journal. This is the same thing that happened at the harbor in Serene. The Guardian who was locked up on board freed itself and ripped apart the hull of the boat to get out.
Yes, and my brothers had no means of saving their lives or the ship, alas. Let's go back and explain this to the Admiral. The Captain's journal will serve as proof.
Okay. Kann ich da halt noch mal rein? Ich will was gucken. Schade. Ich hatte gehofft, dass die vielleicht irgendwas Wertvolles hier jetzt haben. Dafür, dass man das Viech getötet hat. Ich abmühen musste. Ich meine, der Kristall, um alles zu resetten, dann ist zwar cool als Belohnung. Aber den kriegst du ja bei allen den großen Viechern. So wie ich das verstanden habe. Ja, sonst wird das hier nichts. Okay, dann mache ich kurz einen Cut und wir sehen uns dann wieder beim Admiral.